After several years of protecting Gervonta Davis from this particular fighter, Floyd Mayweather has now done a 180 and said that he's happy for Tank Davis to face Vasyl Lomachenko in his next fight. I mean, after he wins his next fight, sorry, he's happy for Tank Davis to fight Lomachenko after that. And to quote Floyd Mayweather directly here, he says, if Gervonta Tank Davis wins that fight, I already spoke to Todd LaBeouf from Top Rank. We look forward to Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Lomachenko after this fight. We know Tank fights in April, Lomachenko fights in May. I already spoke to Top Rank, Todd LaBeouf, and we're going to make that fight happen between Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis. So there you heard it from the horse's mouth. Floyd Mayweather talking about putting his young star in with Lomachenko. Now you have to wonder what has changed here. Is it because Gervonta Davis no longer has a world title, so there's nothing, or there's not as much to lose with putting him in against Lomachenko? Is it that? Is it because there's nowhere else to go in terms of big fights at the moment? Is it because Gervonta Davis has been demanding the fight? Is it because Gervonta Davis, maybe his contract is going to expire or something like that, so Floyd Mayweather's trying to rush him into the biggest fight possible as quickly as possible? Is it because he thinks Gervonta Davis needs this kind of challenge to keep himself on the straight and narrow? Because we know Gervonta Davis is kind of a hot-headed street kid, and maybe Floyd Mayweather wants to put him in there against Lomachenko now in case Gervonta Davis goes off the rails, you know? And if he goes off the rails in a major way, he might lose the opportunity to put Davis in with Lomachenko altogether. So I don't know why it is that Mayweather is choosing now to, claim he wants to put Davis in with Lomachenko. Maybe he's bluffing. Maybe he has no intention of putting him in with Lomachenko. Or maybe he just thinks Gervonta Davis is good enough to beat Lomachenko now. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think it is in the comment section below. Davis hasn't looked good to me of late. The last time I saw him, I can't remember who he was fighting now, but he looked very distracted in that fight, and he didn't look particularly good. So you wouldn't make him favorite against Vasyl Lomachenko necessarily, but we'll see how he looks in his next fight in April, and I may reassess after seeing that, depending on how he looks and who he's fighting. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Gervonta Davis, Vasyl Lomachenko 2018, is it possible? Is it going to happen? Who would you pick in the fight? I'm pretty sure the vast majority of people would be picking Vasyl Lomachenko, but there might be a minority, a small contingent, who are picking Gervonta Davis for the upset. I know people are looking at Vasyl Lomachenko against Guillermo Rigondeaux, and they're thinking, well, if he does that to Rigondeaux, he's going to do an even better job than Gervonta Davis. But you have to remember, Gervonta Davis, much younger than Guillermo Rigondeaux, much fresher, more energy, and I think more fight in him. I think it will take a lot more to make Gervonta Davis quit than it took to make Guillermo Rigondeaux quit. These older fighters, they're not into taking a beating. I know Guillermo Rigondeaux hasn't taken a lot of punishment in his career, but still, when you reach a certain age, you reassess life. And most older fighters are like that. They don't have a mindset to be in there proving how tough they are, proving how much punishment they can take. That's just not their mindset anymore. They've got families, they're thinking about the long term and all that kind of stuff. They're not so hot-headed to be going in there proving how macho and tough they are, and not quitting and all this kind of business. A lot of older fighters will stay on the stool and not come out. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them. Even Evander Holyfield, who was always one of the bravest fighters you've ever seen, late on in his career when he was up there in age and he fought another guy called Tank, right? Not Tank Davis, this is Sherman Tank Williams. Evander Holyfield effectively quit in that fight against Tank Williams, So anyway, let me know what you think of this in the comment section below. Gervonta Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko. It's happening, I'm out.